Former One Direction member Liam Payne had died suddenly on October 16, 2024. He was in Argentina staying at the Casa Sur Hotel. He was there to see another former One Direction member, Niall Horan's show, that happened to be in Argentina but was touring worldwide. Liam and his girlfriend, Kate Cassidy, attended the show and had a blast. At 5 o'clock on the 16th, the hotel staff decided to call the police, saying that somebody was on drugs, drinking, and destroying their hotel room. Literally, only 3 minutes later, that's when Liam fell off of his balcony. Liam's hotel room was on the 3rd floor. It had a big balcony that overlooked the pool. It was 45 feet above courtyard, and that makes me curious to see if anybody actually witnessed him falling. I'm assuming so because the police made the comment that he didn't brace himself, but they weren't there to see that. They didn't know. So maybe a staff member saw, or maybe security footage got it. The police arrived within 5 minutes of the fall and said that upon seeing his body, it was too late to try to resuscitate him. The police said Liam didn't adopt the posture to protect himself from the fall. Because of that, they are questioning if he was unconscious when he fell. The police did take note of Liam's hotel room. It was trashed. They said that the TV screen was broke, bottles, cans, candles, aluminum, everywhere, all over the whole hotel room. On November 7th, the autopsy results came back, and he had alcohol, cocaine, and prescription antidepressants in his system. I think there might be a language barrier here and translation issues because I don't think unconscious is the right word. I would say maybe he was blacked out and wasn't having good self-control and, didn't know what he was doing. But I don't think that he would have been able to get himself onto the patio and then, pull himself up and over the railing. So I think that there's just a little bit of a translation problem. Police combed through over 800 hours of security footage and interviewed a ton of people. It would come out later that 2 women, almost around the time that the staff members called the police, 2 females were there and left right before Liam fell. It made me wonder, where was his girlfriend, Kate? So I was doing a little bit of digging, and Kate had decided that she was going to go home to Florida. She had already gone back. She was happy to be home. For her, she was ending it early, but it wasn't really early. They were only supposed to be on this trip for 5 days, and it had been 2 weeks, and she was done. She just wanted to go home. But if Liam is partaking in all of these drugs and alcohol, maybe she just was sick of the environment and she got out of there. But reading about the timeline of it all, of when she left and then how soon that he fell from the balcony, I really felt like this sickening feeling as I'm going through reading the details, because she's still a relatively young girl, and I am just so afraid that she might be internalizing, like, maybe I shouldn't have left, this would have never happened if I stayed, and really carrying guilt. I hope she's not. This had nothing to do with her. And really, it just goes to the bigger picture of Liam really needed to get some of these things sorted out. There was only one way that this was going to end, and unfortunately, it was this time that it did happen. So 3 people have been arrested and charged in connection with Liam's death. The first one was a hotel employee that was allegedly selling him drugs and bringing them to him while he was there. The second one is a drug dealer, and they believe that is where Liam got the drugs from. Although the Argentinian police did not name names, the alleged drug dealer has stepped forward and even started talking to the press about this case. His name is Brian Nahal Paz. Once again, not pronouncing it right. But he said that he had never sold drugs to Liam, And he had known Liam for a couple years, and they did do drugs together, but he never bought any from him, or he never tried to sell Liam any. I'm sure, though, that with more digging and police facts, they'll be able to verify if that's true or not. The third one, they did not announce for a while. I don't know if anyone else saw that, but there's a third person who knows and has been close to Liam. And I'm like, I mean, it has to be his personal assistant, right? Liam's personal assistant was Andy Samuels. They had been friends since grade school. They went through all of school together. And so they were extremely close. And even before joining One Direction and all this other fame, they were writing music together. And if it's not Andy, a new set of situations happened. So the police said that 3 men were arrested. But if Andy wasn't arrested, there is a millionaire in Argentina that Liam happened to be friends with. His name was Rogelia Norres. Probably not pronouncing that right. He was not arrested, but he is charged with what the police said is abandonment. And he is speaking out and saying he absolutely did not abandon Liam in any situation or while something was going on. And he said he even went to Liam's hotel 3 times that day. And he left 40 minutes before the incident happened. All 3 of these charges carry almost the same amount of years in punishment. They all range from 5 to 15 years in prison. It made me wonder that if it's not this millionaire in Argentina, and if it was his assistant or even somebody else, would they have to be in prison in Argentina? It'll be interesting to see how this case goes forward and what more details we'll learn. But I also read that in Argentina, it's typical for a trial not to start till around year 2. So they could be sitting in prison for 2 years until their trial happens. I'm planning on keeping up with this case, and as more details roll out, I'll make more videos so we can discuss them. I wanted to end the video, though, today on Kate's Instagram post that she made for and about Liam after his death. I don't even know where to begin. My heart is shattered in ways that I cannot put into words. I wish you could see this huge impact you've had on the world, even as it feels so dark right now. You brought so much happiness and positivity to everyone. Millions of fans, your family, your friends, and especially me. You are so incredibly loved. You are, because I can't say were, my best friend, the love of my life, and everyone you touched felt just as special. None of this feels real, and I can't wrap my head around the new reality of not having you here. I'm struggling to figure out how to live in a world without you by my side. Together, we got to be kids again, always finding joy in the smallest of things. Liam, you are the kindest soul and the most fun-loving spirit. It feels like I've lost the best part of myself. I can't imagine a day without your laughter and love. You brought so much light into my life. A few weeks ago, we sat outside on a beautiful evening, manifesting our lives together. I keep your notes close, even though you told me not to look. It said, me and Kate to marry, within a year engaged, and together forever. 444. Liam, I know we'll be together forever, but not in the way we had planned. You'll always be with me. I've gained a guardian angel. I love you for the rest of my life and beyond, carrying our dreams and memories with me everywhere I go. Forever yours, Caitlin.